Hello students, you must have seen the physical map of India. This map shows the mountains, plateaus, desert, plains, rivers, forest, etc. These all are known as the physical features of India. Today we will discuss on these physical features of India such as the Himalayan mountains, the northern plains, the peninsular plateau, the Indian desert, the coastal plains and the islands. First of all, the Himalayan mountains. The ranges of this mountain run from west to east direction from Indus to Brahmaputra. Himalayas represent the loftiest and one of the most rugged mountain barriers of the world. It also covers the distance of about 2400 kilometers. Their width varies from 400 kilometers in Kashmir to 150 kilometers in Arunachal Pradesh. The Himalayas consist of three parallel ranges, that is Himadri, Himachal and Shivalik. Himadri is the highest peak of Himalayas with the height of 6000 meters. Here you can see the ranges of Himalayas from Kashmir to Arunachal Pradesh. This you can see, this one you can see, as I have already told you, the width in Kashmir is 400 kilometers and in Arunachal Pradesh it is 150 kilometers. Here you can see the some highest peak of the Himalayas. Mount Everest is the highest peak of Himalaya. It is in Nepal. The height of Mount Everest is 8,848 meters. Second, Kanchenjunga. It is in India. The height is 8,598 meters. Third one, Makalu. It is in Nepal. The height is 8,481 meters. Next, Dhaulagiri. It is in Nepal. The height is 8,172 meters. Next is Nanga Parbat. It is in India. Height is 8,126 meters. Next is Annapurna. It is in Nepal. Height is 8,078 meters. Next, Nanda Devi. It is in India. Height is 7,817 meters. Next is Kamet. It is in India. Height is 7,756 meters. Next, Namcha Barwa. It is in India. Height is 7,756 meter. And last is Gurla Mandata. It is in Nepal. The height is 7,728 meters. The ranges laying to the south of the Himadri is known as Himachal or Lesser Himalaya. The altitude varies between 3,700 and 4,500 meters. The average width is of 50 km. The other important ranges are Pir Pranjal, Dhauladhar and Mahabharat. This range consists of Valley of Kashmir, the Kangra and Kullu Valley in Himachal Pradesh. This region is also famous for its hill stations. You all know very well that Himachal Pradesh is famous for hill stations. The outermost range of the Himalaya is called the Shivalik. The width of Shivalik is 10 to 50 km and altitude varying 900 and 1100 meters. These ranges are composed of unconsolidated sediments brought down by rivers from the Himalayan ranges. The sediments which brought by the rivers from Himalaya, these form these ranges. Shivaliks are also known as dunes. Dehradun, Kotli Dune and Patli Dune are some of the well-known dunes. Now, the northern plains. Western part of this plain is referred as the Punjab Plains. It is formed by Indus Valley and its tributaries like the Jhelum, the Chenab, the Ravi, and the Bees and the Satluj. Now Doab. Do means two, Ab means water. The place where two rivers meet is known as Doab region. This region is much fertile region. The Ganga plain extends between Ghaggar and Tista rivers. This plain is spread over the states of North India, Haryana, Delhi, Bihar, Jharkhand and West Bengal. Now, the peninsular plateau. The peninsular plateau is a tableland. It is composed of the old crystalline, igneous and metamorphic rocks. It was formed due to the breaking and drifting of the Gondwana land. The plateau consists of two divisions, the Central Himalayas and the Deccan Plateau. The Central Highlands. These are the plateau consist of two divisions, the Central Highlands and the Deccan Plateau. The Central Highlands, the part of the peninsular plateau laying to the north of the Narmada River, covering a major area of the Malwa Plateau, is known as the Central Highland. The Vindhya Range is bounded by the Satpura Range on the south and the Aravalli on the northwest. The further westward extension gradually merge with the sandy and rocky desert of Rajasthan. The Central Highlands are wider in the west but narrower in the east. Now the Deccan Plateau. It is a triangular landmass. It lies to the south of Narmada River. It has Satpura ranges in north and the Mahadev, the Kaimur hills and the Maikal ranges in east. This is volcanic origin, so igneous rocks are found here. Next is the Indian desert. Indian desert lies in western margin of the Aravalli River hills. This region receives very low rainfall below 150 mm per year. It is an arid area, so less vegetation is found here. Luni is only large river in this region. The water resources which are found here known as oases. Next, the coastal plains. The plains which are on the coastal region, they are called coastal plains. It consists of three sections. The northern part of coast is called the Konkan. The central part is called Kannada Plain and the southern part is known as Malabar Coast. The Chilka Lake is the largest salt lake in India. It lies in Odisha to the south of Mahanadi Delta. Here you can see these are the coastal plains in the state of Gujarat, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha and West Bengal. Here you also can see the Konkan coast. It is Konkan coast, Malabar coast, Coromandel coast and northern Sirkar. Now the islands. The piece of land that is surrounded by water from all sides is called islands. India has two groups of islands, the Lakshadweep Islands and the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Lakshadweep Islands is close to the Malabar coast of Kerala. The total area of this island is 32 square kilometers. Kavaratti is the capital of these islands. It is the group of 36 small islands. Now the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Andaman and Nicobar Islands comprising 572 islands. The total area of this island is 150 kilometers. Port Blair is the capital of these islands. The great diversity of vegetation and wildlife is found here. Active volcanoes are also found here. Now the students, you learn in this chapter that the mountains are the major source of water and forest wealth. The northern plains are the granaries of the country. They provide the base for early civilizations. The plateaus is a storehouse of minerals which has played a crucial role in the industrialization of the country. The coastal region and island groups provide sites for fishing and port activities. Thus, the diverse physical features of the land have immense future possibilities of development. I hope you would like this video. Soon we will meet with a new video. Till then, goodbye.